Hi, it's me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about, being put down for only speaking English. There are some folks out here in the world that, and a lot of them tend to be English speaking folk, that as soon as they learn how to speak more than one speech, they start going around calling everyone who speaks that speech lazy. Oh, you're too lazy to learn all the speeches of the world. Well, if that's true, then I get it. That's not true. But let's just play along and say it was true. That the only grounds to why folks only spoke one speech, whatever that speech happens to be, then that would be calling everyone around the world who only speaks one speech lazy, and that's unfair. To but there are some folks in this world, well, they take to a speech, they learn it, boom, truly fast, they learn a new speech. They don't care if it's a Webstead or books or a speaking tape, speaking film or whatever. They learn it. Then there's those who work hard. It takes longer time, but they learn it. And then there are those like me. Well, it just never works. The mind just never builds up the framework to take on a new speech. Now, Hiroko, my fostered sister, gave me a hard time for only speaking one speech. She said, "Oh, Jordan," she told me, "I taught you how to speak more than one speech and you forgot." The truth was, it never took. You know, there are so many folks in this world, not all of them, but some of them who believe that they're more good than someone else who only speaks one speech. It's almost as if they think they're learning more than one speech so they can fit in with everyone else around the world. Oh, don't hate me. Don't see me as lazy. I learn more than one speech. And that is sad. You only speak one speech, Jordan. That's wrong. No. Be like this. Alright. I can't believe, Jordan, you only speak one speech. That's sad. Why you not speak more than one speech? Why you only speak English? Because that's the only speech I learned how to speak, and I'm thankful I learned how to speak any speech. I can't learn any other speech. It didn't take. You know, the speaking films didn't work. The Websteads didn't work. The books didn't work. The learning didn't work. Well, you're lazy. That's why you don't learn another speech. Yeah. And the truth is the truth is that everyone around the world, it's not a big deal. You know, it's not a big deal. No one's going to get irked or mad or wretched at anyone who only speaks one speech, whatever that speech is. No one's going to say, "Oh, well, you should learn my speech." No one's going to make you feel guilty for not learning another speech unless you want to, unless you have the time, and unless you have the love for it, and unless you're going to work hard and overcome the handicap it is to learn a new speech. Well, I'm here to tell you that my mind is not cannot learn a new speech. My mind cannot does not have the framework to learn a new speech. All right? I had a hard enough time learning the speech that I do speak, you know, and calling me and other folks out there lazy for not only speaking one speech is just not only shameful to everyone around the world who only knows one speech, whatever that speech is. So you're going to call them all lazy then. All right? And that is unfair. And that is uncalled for. You know, And most of the time, when someone who learns more than one speech starts calling others lazy, it happens to be an English speaker. Because I know there are some folks who have this belief that if they only speak English, they're lazy, they're shameful, and everyone around the world is going to hate them for only speaking one speech. When that's lies, made up, bullshit. But that's what some folks believe. So they learn every speech that God has made. They learn all the living speeches. And then they go around and they say, look, I'm not lazy anymore. I've learned every speech that God has made, at least all the living speeches. And they say, you're lazy because you ain't learning any other speeches. Well, good for you. If you learn how to speak all the other speeches that God has crafted, all the living speeches, then good for you. Alright? But going around and calling everyone, calling your kind that speak English and calling them lazy is shameful. Not only to the English speakers out there, but to every other speaker of every other speech out there if they can't speak and if they can't learn another speech. And I don't like that. You know what, Hiroko? You could stop calling me lazy. You might know more than one speech. Good for you. But that doesn't make you greater than me, and it doesn't make me lazy. Alright? I can't learn another speech. My mind doesn't have the framework, and my mind won't let it work. So I can't learn another speech. So you could stop calling me lazy. Alright? Yeah, I get it. I'm sad I said it. Forgive me, Jordan-chan. Yeah, well, you can stop with that borrowed word right now. Just call me Jordan, and I forgive you. So, yeah, calling someone lazy for only speaking English or for not only speaking whatever speech they speak and not learning and speak another speech is shameful, and it needs to stop. Shaming someone into speaking another speech is learning another speech is not going to help them. If their mind can't do it, then their mind can't do it. And shaming them isn't going to help either. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film.